Last year at Chelsea Flower Show, we were fortunate enough to win gold medal. But this year we're going bigger and better. We've thrown the ropes away. We want visitors to the garden to really get up close to the plants. So we've created 35 metres of an immersive walk-through where you can get really up close to our wonderful collection of homegrown plants. The garden's made up of zones, and we've been through the nurseries selecting plants specifically for those areas. Plants that will really do well. They'll thrive, not just survive. This, for example, is a drought-tolerant plant. This is a Stelia. On from the drought-tolerant area, you'll walk through a tropical area where we've got a living wall, really lush foliage, loving the humidity. And after that, into a woodland area, into a rose and perennial garden. That'll be packed with colour. We're here at Bridgemere Nurseries selecting plants. Things are going to be perfect for the timing of Chelsea, that we want to be just doing their stuff for the judges and more importantly for the visitors. So let's head over to our Three Shires nursery in Newent. That's where Peter Dowle and his team have been looking after the plants, nurturing them, potting them up, feeding them, getting them ready, perfect for Chelsea.
Chelsea 2026 is well and truly underway. I'm standing in the greenhouses at the back of Three Shires store in Gloucestershire. What you can see around here is part of the planting groups and mixes that we'll be using at Chelsea for this year. Having them all here together is very inspirational in one way, but equally it de-stresses it in the respect that you know what you're working with and what will be coming up to London. You'll see just in this area through here, I mean, one of the big messages for this year's garden is exploring how we can work in hot, dry, sunny summers. It's fact that they are drier. We hear the term climate change in gardens all the time. I think from Blue Diamond's perspective is Chelsea will really be a spotlight of a whole range of plants that are currently available through all our stores anyway. It's about introducing some of these plant mixes and some of the plant combinations, as we call it, that customers will be able to pick up, take home and actually redo in their gardens. This sort of group of plants would be ideal for that. And that's a whole section of the garden. And then we've got woodland section, which is looking at more of the dapple shade aspects, which, you know, let's face it, all our gardens will have a dapple shade space. You know, plants, I guess, like our Fatsias, we've got 3 or 4 great varieties of Fatsias, which may be commonplace in some people's books, but they're commonplace for a reason. It's because they do a great job, and that's exactly what we want them to do.
As the visitor at Chelsea walks out of our plant house, they'll have seen all that tropical growth through that tropical zone, and then they're into that sort of dappled shade, and they're going to see things like this, which is almost jungle.
I think this is, you know, part of that storytelling bit, isn't it? Because the walk through the plant house, the visitor will be taken to a different place.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then as they're leaving the plant house, they'll hear the water from the waterfalls, and Fatsias, as you say, is probably one of the first plants they'll see, and they'll say, I know that one. It gives you that sort of sense of achievable jungle in the UK.
Yeah, and these are bulletproof in the gardens in the UK, so customers are going to really relate to these, and it gives them that jungle feel in their own garden.
Jim, you remember when we had that visit up at your nursery, Bridgemere, doing the selection? I have never seen show stachys looking like that.
And that's silver carpet, isn't it? So, yeah. And every leaf is so tactile.
Felty ingementum.
I love it. So, Peter, Euonymus extravaganza.
Yep.
How are we going to use this at Chelsea?
So this will be part of what I would call our staple range. These are not the leading lights. They're not the leading actors in the ensemble, but what they do is they will key players as accent planting. So we'll use the tips to work as a contrast against a darker foliage, or to pop a bit of light into a darker recess.
Yeah, and behind you you've got another variety. This one's Green Rocket. And, you know, it's a great substitute for a box. Euonymus is fabulous, isn't it?
It's fabulous. And do you know, one of the reasons, as a little Chelsea hack, we're in the pavilion.
Okay.
Beautiful park. We cannot plant into the ground.
It's all right on the big gardens. They can get a JCB and can't
they can do all of that. So when we're bringing some of our big Acer boys
Yeah.
with pots that are 60 centimetres deep, we can't plant them, so we have to lose them. And then you look at a gorgeous fellow like this,
Yeah.
upright, dense, beautiful evergreen, that can slide next to the pot. We lose the pot in an instant.
I don't think visitors and people watching the TV when they see Chelsea, as we just said, the main gardens, they dig big holes, don't they? And we've done that before, big holes in the...
Yeah, exactly that, yeah.
But in the pavilion, you're not allowed to cut the grass, are you? You're not allowed to dig into the grass at all.
Absolutely not. Yeah. So from our point of view is how do we use the plants that you're growing up at Bridgemere to help us do what we need to do?
Big pots like this, and you've got to hide them.
Yeah, exactly that.
These are pittosporums, Peter.
Yep.
Where are these going in the garden?
These will be in our Thrive area, a plant that is evergreen, that is very easy to grow. It gets too big, you simply prune it. What I just love about them is the range of foliage that you can get with them.
Yeah, so this one's silver sheen, which
Silver sheen
doesn't look too silver at the moment, but it changes through the year. And then this one is Elizabeth, which is variegated. The variety, you get bright gold ones as well.
Bygones, we're using Tom Thumb, which is another one which is available through all the stores. It's such a versatile plant, and when you're looking at something with a rounded habit that's not box, is a great subject to play with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful Viburnum Davidii. Remember was it October, Jim, going around your nursery up at Bridgemere, and then seeing this batch, and I thought, oh my goodness, they are just such wonderful Chelsea plants. Again, and I would class this as like quite a common shrub for UK gardens, but when you look at it like this, you think, well, common plants in the right place, you can have fun with those, and there's nothing wrong with using staples like this.
No.
And then we look at bringing in a new introduction, where you're looking, or newer introduction with the Mahonia. And
this is soft caress, isn't it?
Soft caress. So this one plant of the year, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Maybe 10 years ago.
Right, okay.
These are our roses. These are the new varieties. I think we've got 3 new varieties.
Three new varieties. That's right. Yep.
Are we going to have flower?
We're 8 weeks away now, Jim. So it's one of those questions. I think this is why we're in the industry. It's about the faith in Mother Nature and what she can do in 8 weeks.
And these 3 new varieties are going to be launched at Chelsea.
Yes.
And then they're going to be available in every Blue Diamond Garden Centre immediately.
Immediately.
So as with a lot of the garden, the visitors can come, see, and tomorrow they can go and buy it.
Exactly that. And I think the other thing that we've got is with the respective zones that we're doing at Chelsea is that in every plant area, in every store, we'll have the Thrive collection can be there in pride of place as people go into the plant areas. We can have the shade, dapple shade area, collection of plants, pride of place in the stores. And I think that message alone
because Chelsea's often a bit...
Yeah, it seems it's up there.
It's like the fashion week of horticulture.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's inaccessible.
Yeah.
But our plants are going to be in the garden centres.
We are pioneering, don't forget. So we are introducing new varieties of roses.
Yeah.
We're going to be showcasing the new variety of prunus.
Yes. Japanese lantern.
Japanese lantern. We'll have these guys in flower, and we'll be the only stand at Chelsea showing this. And this is up for Plant of the Year award.
Yes. I think the whole garden is going to be... For a real plant geek like me, and the gardeners are going to be looking around every corner seeing something they don't recognise, but they can go and buy it.
We want that infectious plant love to spread through our stores, through to our customers. This is put a focus on this as a group of plants, and then back it up across the stores, and let our customers enjoy the excitement that you and I are feeling about sort of seeing callistemons, as a newer plant for us, if you like.
From my point of view, with the Blue Diamond Nurseries, seeing what we're growing going to Chelsea is fantastic. But then seeing what we've got at Chelsea being available to the customer, it's just, it's what we work for. So we're back at Three Shires Garden Centre after about 4 weeks. And look at it. It's all burst into life. It's growing, we've got flowers, everything's ready for Chelsea. Peter, how are you feeling? Nervous?
No, confident. We're really pleased with how things are going. We've got that mix of balance of plants, perhaps a little more advanced in flower. Then we've got plants that are still catching up, and then we've got a whole load which are going to be absolutely spot on for the show.
Pete, it's 25 days till the show opens.
13 days till we start, Jim.
Christ.
So it's So how many days before it opens?
25 days till the 18th of May when the show opens.
Okay, yeah.
And you've got 13 days to finish all of this.
Getting it ready.
Before you start planting and building.
Absolutely. Yep.
We've got Almeria, the sea thrift here.
Yeah.
But this is flowering now, and a lot of this stuff's flowering now. You've got 25 days till the judges start looking at it.
It's great. So, I mean, part of the process, Jim, is, something like the Almeria, long flowering anyway. So I think it's always good for us inspiration-wise to see the flower. But you just peel these guys back, and there's a whole crop of new ones coming through. So
loads more to come. So you're going to take all these flowers off.
So part of the thing once we're at the show is that you'll set them out. You'll get the flavour and the flow with the colour, right. And then as we're planting or just before planting, you would go through that deadheading.
So we're looking at the roses now, Peter. That's one of Chelsea's great challenges, isn't it? To get roses,
always, yeah, absolutely,
looking fabulous for Chelsea.
Yeah. So this is a beautiful variety called Bridge of Size. Perfect in its format for colour wise, but just look at the amount of buds that are still to come.
So you're going to be taking all of these wonderful flowers off.
Yep, doing a deadhead operation through that, and then that will keep just holding it back. So we'll have a.
So we've got, I forget which variety we've got there.
Snow White.
Snow White.
Yep. So these we're actually using those on our brick wall. So these will be up onto the brick wall, up over the edges of the walls, and then spread out across the walls.
Right. And they look like they've been there forever.
Won't they just? Fantastic, yeah.
In the garden, we've got a honey jasmine arch.
Yes.
And this is the arches, yeah?
Yeah, the Trachelospermum, so sweetly scented white flowers. We've laid them out like this one, so the plants would do what we call phototropism, where they angle up towards the light.
Face the light.
We'll get them in early doors at the show, and then over the course of 4 or 5 days, they'll just adjust, but they should be spot on actually.
Well, by the time the show opens, we should be seeing some good flower.
Yep.
And great scent. So that's the thing with the arches.
That's the thing is, if we can get that scent nailed, just imagine from the customer visitor experience of walking through and getting that sweet scent.
Get hit in the face with it.
Exactly.
There's nothing better than honey jasmine at its best. So these are going to be pulled up, and you're going to put these over the top of the arches.
Right. We've got 3 arches going through, and this will be the transition coming out of the exotic dapple shade woodland area into the walled garden.
So for the shady zone, we've got hostas, as you'd expect, and the ferns behind us. But this hosta in particular, this is called Devon Green. Lush foliage, but it also puts up these lovely lilac flowers. And the reason I love it is because it's pretty tolerant of slugs. Peter, you've got a fantastic fern there.
What we'll be doing at the show with these guys, you start working through the dapple shade and that tropical look. This is what we're looking for, Jim. This lovely sort of contrast of the green, the ferns. You can feel that dapple shade by just bringing the plants together, can't you?
So we're still looking at roses, Peter. These are the 3 new varieties we've got for Chelsea this year. So we're launching 3 brand new varieties. This guy here, I'm just seeing the first colour.
Yes.
These are going to be showing a little bit of colour for Chelsea. We're going to have some flower, aren't we?
Yeah, we've seen the first colours just breaking. This has happened the last 2-3 days, Jim. So it's which is really encouraging. But clearly this is one of the big challenges for the show when you're getting new stock straight from nurseries, and this is the first season they're on show. Unlike the other ones where we've got the benefit of something with a bit of age, always good to see the flower buds, and that's we've got them in the sunniest spot, and it's a fingers crossed job.
So one of the most exciting things we've got in the Chelsea garden this year is a product called Plant Box. A plant box is a method where you can grow a vertical wall of plants, and we've got 2 examples in the garden that we're planting up. One is going to be a tropical garden with houseplants cascading down and orchids. But what we have got here is the plant box units. They slot together, as you can see, quite simply. They drop together, and you can build a wall with them very easily. Fill them with compost, but there's a reservoir in the bottom, and this actually tells you when it's full or empty of water. And we're doing a foraging wall, Peter, aren't we?
Exactly that. Yeah. So it's a mix of all things edible, but with probably more of a skew towards herbs.
And with the foraging wall, you just keep on pinching back, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's perfect for foraging. You go out there, a little bit of mint for your, pinch it off, a little bit of mint for your lamb on Sunday lunch. Perfect.
Yep. We're looking at probably 8 or 9 different varieties of lettuce, and the idea for that is to make the most colourful, beautiful salad bowl you've ever seen.
Okay.
Mix it with some of these fresh herbs, and the beauty with it is because they're continually growing all the time, is you are forced to go and forage and harvest from the wall. It's something you'll be sharing mint with your friends, and you'll be having salads every day. But right. What a lovely story.
We're also going to be putting in some cascading strawberries, aren't we?
Yes, that'll be fun.
So there'll be a bit of fruit going through the wall as well.
Yeah.
So we've seen the plants being selected at all of our nurseries around the Blue Diamond Group. Now you can see them finished. Well, almost finished. They've got perhaps another 2 weeks to grow. The garden's going to be built, and then all of these plants will be making their way to the RHS Flower Show at Chelsea. So we hope to see you there. If you can't make it, follow us on social media, and you'll be able to see how it's built, and you'll be able to see the show itself.